All right, everyone, welcome to Up and Moving. My name is Carmen. I'm a graduate student in the Department of Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology at Michigan Tech. A little bit about Up and Moving and our goal. It's to provide at-home workouts that are archived and live throughout the pandemic to keep people physically active. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of a strength or high intensity interval training workout. And for equipment, here I have a meter stick. So if you don't have a meter stick, what can you use? You could use a broom, you could use a hockey stick, you could use any type of pole if you have it nearby, a piece of 2x4, a mop, anything that has a little bit of length to it that you could grab onto. It's mostly going to be used for warm-up activities to give it a little bit of freshen up. And something else that I have here is 2 water jugs. Those I'm replacing dumbbells for these. So if you have dumbbells, you could use dumbbells. But if not, if you don't have these, what can you use? You could use detergent jugs. You could use a bag of rice. You could use canned soup, boxed food. So if you have those nearby, any of the options, I'll give you the time right now to grab those things. So we have some type of pole that you could hang onto. If you don't have it, it's not the end of the world. We could work around it, but definitely necessary to have some type of resistance in your hand. So canned food or box food, or if you have water bottles, anything to give you a little bit more weight. So what we're going to do for the workout today is we're going to go through a warm-up, and then we're going to do 3 different strength circuits with short rests to keep our heart rate up, to bring up that intensity, and then we'll do a cool down, and that'll be it for today. So I'll let you give you a couple more seconds here to grab what you need, and we'll get started with our warm-up. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to bring out our hands. So if you don't have a pole hang on to, you can just put your hands out in front of you. What you're going to do is I want you to bring your knees up in a marching fashion, just like this, with your arms out. Now I want you to drive those knees straight up. Okay, now we're going to transition to a wider step. So here we're going to bring the knee out here. So really opening up the hips here, keeping our arms out in front of you. If you need to, what you could do is grab onto a chair for some stability, and you could do it from a chair. So that's another thing if you want to keep nearby you is a chair for some stability. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is to warm up our back and open up our shoulders and our chest a bit here. We're going to mimic as if you were rowing in a kayak. So I want to keep your core tight, shoulders square, and just move your arms like you were rowing in a kayak. So you're bringing the oar out in front of you, pulling it back. Out in front of you, pulling it back. So just like this, try to get the shoulder joints loosened up here, get them moving. So from the side, this is what it's looked like. If you want, you can go nice and slow and really exaggerate the motion. Okay. A few more seconds. Okay, the next one we're going to do is we're going to bend down, touch the pole or ruler, whatever you have on the ground. And from this position, the hands that's on top, you're going to want to reach for the sky. Nice thoracic spine rotation here. And we're going to come back down. We'll do it 5 times on each side. If you don't have a ruler or anything to hold on to, you can have your hand on the ground and simply come up. Once you get to 5, we're going to switch sides. Following your hand with your eyes. Okay, right on. Now we're going to bring up the heart rate a little bit here. So we're going to do the same thing in the high knees with our arms out, but we're going to bring the pace up here. So you don't have to go all the way up with your knees. We just want to get the steps in, get the heart rate going. Almost like quick feet here. So if you don't have the ruler, just keep your arms out in front of you. Now we're going to transition to some butt kicks here. Okay, we'll put this down. And the last one we're going to do as our warm up, we're going to go into some jumping jacks. So either some full jumping jacks, or you could do a side-to-side step while you're moving those arms. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So if you have a bottle of water or a glass of water, whatever drink of your choice, you can take a quick break, and I'll explain the first circuit. The first circuit's going to be focused majority on our legs or our lower body. The first one, we are going to use the dowel or ruler, broomstick, whatever you have. This movement is going to be a deadlift. So we're going to have our feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to use the dowel or whatever you have as a guide. So here, I want you to keep your back flat, your arms just outside your legs, and you're going to let the bar or dowel, whatever you have in your hands, go along the contour of your legs until you feel the point where your backs are going to start rounding at the bottom. And from this position, I want you to stand back up nice and straight. So down, follow your legs, and back up. Some people are more flexible. They could go further down. If you can only get to the top of your knees and back up, that's okay. We want to make sure that back's nice and flat, core's nice and tight, and come back up. So that's the first exercise we're going to do. The second exercise we're going to do is just a regular body weight squat here. We're going to drop down and come back up. Here, if you want, you could use some weight. So you can hold it in front of you, drop down, come back up, or you can even hold one on each side, go down, and come back up. For repetitions, every exercise is going to be 10 reps. So we'll start with the first one here. We're going to do 10 reps. So feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Dowel in your hand. Let it go on the contour of your legs, keeping the back nice and flat. And you're going to stand up. So 10 times just like that. Here we go. Make sure you keep breathing. All right. Once you're done with those, we're gonna go into the squat. I'll grab the jug of water here. So 10 squats, drop down, come back up, back down, 10 times. There's 3. Okay. Now, here's where the fun part starts. For our rest here, we're going to do jumping jacks. So we have 30 seconds. Remember, if you can't do the full jumping jacks, side to side step with the arms moving. Halfway there. All right. Back to the first exercise, the deadlift. Here we go. For 10 reps, follow the contour of the legs, back nice and flat, and coming back up. Great for the hamstrings, the glutes, the low back. Down, drive the hips through. One more. All right. Right into our squats. Here we go. 10 reps. Make sure you keep breathing. And you know it. 30 seconds of the jumping jacks. Here we go. Five more seconds. All right. One more set. Deadlifts. Here we go. 10 reps. Follow the contour of the legs. Drive the hips through. Keep that back nice and flat. Try not to let it round at the bottom. Nice and controlled. Here we go with the squats. 10 reps. All right. Grab a quick drink here. Done our first circuit. Good job, everyone. Now, our second circuit is going to be focused on the upper body here. So the first one we're going to do involves the weights. So if you have those cans, box food, dumbbells, this is where they're going to be useful. I'm going to use the jugs of water. We're going to do a back exercise. We're going to drive the hips back just like we did in that deadlift. Keep the back nice and flat. Put our arms out in front of us here. And we're going to roll our elbows up towards the ceiling, bringing those jugs or dumbbells towards your chest. So down, up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, back down. We're going to do that 10 times. And right from that position, we're going to go right into a lateral raise here, bringing the arms out into a T position. So just like this. Also 10 reps. And then we're going to throw in a third exercise. I know, push-ups. So either from the wall, you can do your push-ups against the wall. You can do push-ups from your knees. Or you can do a full push-up. So plank position, dropping your chest down and driving back up. 3 exercises. Row, lateral raise, push-ups. All 10 reps. And our break this time, we're going to do butt kicks. So we're going to be staying active doing that. So we'll grab our weights here. And we'll start with the bent over rows. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and controlled. Keep breathing. Squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top. Okay. From this position, nice and tall stance. Bring those arms up to your sides to about 90 degrees, making like a T. We're gonna do that 10 times. Nice and controlled. And once you get to 10 reps, whatever variation you choose, whether it's the wall from your knees or full push-up, we're doing 10 push-ups. Here we go. All right, here we go into our 30-second active rest. Butt kicks. Halfway there. Five seconds. Okay. Back to the bent over row with our weights. Drive those hips back flat, out in front of you. Bring the elbows up. 10 times. Once you get done with those, we're going into our lateral raises, into that T. Keeping the chest nice and tall, head up, chin up. Okay, right into our push-ups. 10 push-ups. There we go. And active rest. Here comes the butt kicks for 3 seconds. Halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Last set. Grab those dumbbells, cans, jugs, whatever you got. We're doing the bent over rows. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And into our lateral raise, making that T. Make sure you keep breathing. Okay, and into our push-ups. Here we go. 10 push-ups. Good job, everyone. That's 2 circuits out of the way. If you want to grab a quick drink. The last one is going to be a little bit more aerobic in nature. We're going to go back to that dowel. And this time, what we're going to do is from the ground. So we're going to go down to the ground. Make sure you can see me. Yeah, okay. Perfect. So this time, we're going to resemble that kayak rowing, except you're going to keep your feet elevated off the ground. So this is going to be a core exercise. And then from that position, we're going to go into a second core exercise. And we're going to do it 3 times. So first one, this is what it's going to look like. So from the side, you got your back flat. You're going to elevate your legs or your feet from the ground. The closer you keep them to the ground, the harder it is. So higher up, the easier it is. And from this position, I want you to twist side to side. Some may know this as a Russian twist, but we're going to use this stick or broom handle, whatever you have, as a guide. And then from that position, I want you to go down, back flat, head on the ground. We're going to crunch up from our rib cage and touch one ankle, reach and touch one ankle, come back and reach and touch the other. So from the front, we're going up, touch the ankle, return, touch the ankle. So those are called heel or ankle touches. So let's go back to the first one here. Legs elevated. We're going to roll, twist side to side for 30 seconds. Once we're done that, we're going to do some heel touches. I'll grab my phone as a timer. And we'll start in about 5 seconds. I'll let you get situated. Okay. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Okay, elevate those feet. We're going side to side like you're rowing in a canoe. If you don't have a dowel, hands together, and we're just going to go side to side. But try to keep those feet elevated. If you can't, feet on the ground, and just twist. Okay. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So back flat on the ground, head against the ground. We're going to crunch up and touch each heel. So right heel, back down, left heel. Okay, here we go, 30 seconds. And here we go. Side to side, touching those heels. Really get those top abs going there. Keep that rib cage crunched. Side to side, we got to go 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Quick short break here. We got about 25 more seconds. We'll take a quick rest, and then we'll do our second set. Okay, we got about 12 more seconds. 10. Okay, let's get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Elevate those feet. We're going side to side, like we're racing in a canoe or a kayak. Twisting that trunk. Halfway there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Back flat on the ground. We're going to reach and crunch for our heels, alternating side to side. Here we go. Make sure you keep breathing. Try to keep those abs engaged. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All righty. Good job. Okay, we'll get up and we're going to start our cool down. So once we get up, what we're going to do is hands out in front of us, if you have the dowel. And from this position, I just want you to march on spot nice and slow. Try to bring that heart rate down. Believe it or not, this is actually good for the shoulders too, to hold your hands out. A little bit of endurance in the muscles, especially that anterior deltoid, or the front part of your shoulder. Really works hard to keep your hands up there, so it's great. Okay, now from this position, I want you to do some twists, so no oblique twists. So we're just going to twist to the side, come back to the middle, and go to the other side. Keep the hips square, so you don't want to turn at your hips. We're just turning our upper body here. Okay, we can put that back down now. We're going to go into a cross body stretch, similar movement, except we're just bringing our arm across. We're going to grab with our opposite arm at the elbow, pull it in nice and tight until you feel a nice stretch in your shoulder. Okay, switch sides. Take some deep breaths while you're doing those stretches. Okay, this next one we're going to do is a quadricep stretch, so the front part of your thigh. You could either hold on to a wall, or if you have really good balance, you could grab on. Oh, see, I got a difficult time doing it. We're going to hold that stretch. Sometimes if you pretend you're holding on to something, it's a little bit easier. Pretend there's a stool beside you. Okay, we'll switch legs. Grab the other. Find your balance or hold on to the wall or chair or stool. Okay, last one we're going to do is just a toe touch. We're going to bend at the hips. We're going to go down our left leg as far as we can. Okay, come back up nice and slow. We're going to go down to the middle. Come back up nice and slow. And then go down to your right leg. All right, we'll shake those legs out. And that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for coming. Once again, you can find us at upandmoving.org. You can find us at Up and Moving on our Facebook page, Up and Moving on YouTube. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great day and you enjoyed the workout.